So in last video what we studied polynomial types of polynomial based on number of term as well as based on the degree of polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial and biquadratic polynomial. Now as I told, in this chapter mainly our focus will be what a quadratic polynomial. Okay, name of chapter is a polynomial, but mainly we have to study about what a quadratic polynomial. So listen now everyone. First of all, we should know one thing. A polynomial of n degree will have at most n roots. A polynomial of n degree will have at most what n roots. That means quadratic polynomial already we know. A polynomial whose degree is 2 is called quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial will have at most how many roots? 2 roots. Now roots are real or imaginary, that we will see how we can identify whether roots are real or imaginary, equal, not equal. These all things we will see in the chapter. But before that, see here. Okay, a general form of quadratic polynomial is what? Ax square plus bx plus c, right? So these equal to, I can write as a product x minus alpha product x minus beta. Okay, where alpha and beta are what roots of this quadratic polynomial. B is equal to, I can write like this. Okay, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to what I can write? A x minus alpha x minus beta. This done. Now listen here all of you. Now one polynomial is what? Ax square plus bx plus c. What common I can take here? First I am making a leading coefficient 1. Leading coefficient means what? Coefficient of x square. So if I want to make it 1, what I will do? I will take here a common. So bracket, what I will do? X square plus bx by a plus c by a. Okay, I can do like this now. Just I am taking a common. Here a was not there, that's why to balance the equation I am dividing a. After making leading coefficient 1, what is our job? Our job is to make this perfect square. How to make this perfect square? So to make any equation, means to make a quadratic polynomial perfect square, what procedure you to follow? Simple. First you make a leading coefficient 1. Okay, after making leading coefficient 1, what you will do? You will add and subtract square of half of middle term coefficient. Okay, what is a middle term coefficient? B by a, right? So half of this, what is half of b by a? Of course b by 2a, right? And then you will do square of this, which is what? B square divided by 4a square. So like this you can make a perfect square. So x square plus bx by a. Now what I will add here? Here I will add b square by 4a square minus b square by 4a square and plus c by a as it is. Okay, now what you will do? A as it is. Now very clearly you can see this first 3 term is a perfect square. Okay, this is like a square plus 2ab plus b square. So what to do? A square plus 2ab plus b square, I can write a plus b the whole square. Square root of first term, which is what? X, sine of middle term, which is plus, and square root of the last term, which is what? B by 2a the whole square. If you expanding these, what you will get? You will get these, right? And this what I will do here, I will take for example LCM. I'm writing first this plus sign. So LCM is what? Here 4a square. So these are multiplied 4ac. So what answer I will write? 4ac minus b square. Simple LCM I took here, nothing else. Okay, so finally what here? A bracket, what left here? X plus b over 2a the whole square. Here minus sign common I can take. So what I will write here? Inside b square minus 4ac divided by what? 4a square. Okay, we will see the more example. Here I want to explain one formula, that's why all this procedure I'm explaining. Okay, I can just give the formula and start solving the question, but if any student is planning to write a competitive exam in future, so for this proper analysis is important. Otherwise just remembering formula you can solve the question, but it's better to understand the analysis what is actually happening. Okay, so first what I did, see one more time, this quadratic polynomial is there. I'm making first leading coefficient 1. For that I took a common here. After that I am making a perfect square. For perfect square, what simple procedure you to follow? First you make a leading coefficient 1. Leading coefficient means coefficient of x square, means coefficient of highest power is called leading coefficient. So that you make it 1. After that, to make a perfect square, what you will do, add and subtract square of half of middle term coefficient. So what is the middle term coefficient here? B upon a. Half of this is b upon 2a, and square of this will be b square upon 4a square. That you add and subtract and see by a as it is copy paste. So basically we are not changing the equation, we just adding and subtracting. Ultimately it will remain same only. And why we doing? To make a perfect square. To make a perfect square, this is algorithm that you have to follow. Okay, this done. Now b square minus 4ac, what I will tell, this I will write as a capital D, which is called basically a discriminant. Okay, so this what I will do, listen here, x plus b by 2a the whole square, leave it as it is. These, instead of writing again b square minus 4ac, I will just write instead of that capital D and divide by 4a square as it is. So what I took, D is equal to what? B square minus 4ac. Okay, this is very useful relation which will be helpful to define the nature of the roots. We'll study further in chapter. Okay, now what here, see, a as it is, this will be what here, x plus b divided by 2a the whole square, and this what I can write, this I can write under root d divided by 2a the whole square, like this I can write. Okay, 4a square means I can write 2a, and d I will write root d. If you're squaring you will get the same thing. Why I'm doing this? Because I'm creating form here a square minus b square. Now what is a square minus b square? A minus b, a plus b, that already we know. So what I will write according to that, a is what, this thing, so x plus b by 2a, and here what we have, here we have root d by 2a. Okay, and second bracket also, what is a is like x plus b by 2a, and b is like what, root d by 2a. So we can see a square minus b square, a minus b, a plus b, like this expression we will get, right? Okay, now next thing is what, next step. So a bracket x, here you can see the denominator is same, so write single time and combine the numerator. So b minus root d by 2a I can write, and here what I can write similarly, x plus b plus root d divided by what, 2a. So now very clearly we can understand here, a as it is, x, here what, minus sign I can take outside, plus minus minus. So if you're taking this minus sign outside, what you will write here, this b is negative and root d will become positive, right? Divided by what, 2a. And same story if I'm doing here. Okay, these minus sign I'm taking outside, so b will become negative and root d also will become negative. Divided by what, 2a. Now you will tell, sir, why you taking minus outside? Because I want to express in the format x minus alpha, x minus beta, that I told in the beginning. I wrote this thing, that this quadratic equation I can write like this, ax minus alpha, x minus beta. Okay, by the way we learning quadratic polynomial, but interconnected chapter will be their quadratic equation. Here I have to explain you one formula, sum of roots and product of roots. That's why I am doing all these analysis. Otherwise more analysis we will do in the quadratic equation chapter. Okay, like how to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method, by quadratic formula method, by completing square method. Okay, then the nature of roots, what are the roots, real, imaginary, if it is a real, it is a equal or distinct, all these analysis we will do in that chapter, quadratic equation chapter. Okay, so now what I will do, if I'm comparing this thing with that expression, what, a product x minus alpha, x minus beta. So this is what alpha and beta are called the roots. So therefore what is here? Alpha will be what? Minus b plus root d divided by what? 2a, and beta will be what? Beta will be minus b minus root d divided by 2a. Okay, so these two are called what? Roots of quadratic equation alpha and beta, that you can find by this expression. Okay, so finally what we came to know here, that yeah, so finally what we came to know here, see, this quadratic equation was what? Ax square plus bx plus c. This what I can write, this I can write like this: a into x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay, and if you simplify these two binomial, if you multiplying, what you will write? X square minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha beta, right? And here if you multiply this, what I will do here? Ax square minus a beta x minus a alpha x plus a alpha beta. Okay, and still if I'm writing in standard form here, what common I can take here? The minus ax common I can take, na? So minus ax common, if I'm taking bracket, what will remain? Alpha plus beta, right? And here what? A alpha beta. And what is your LHS? LHS is what? Ax square plus what we can say, bx plus c, right? So now if I'm comparing these, okay, these two equations are equal. If I'm comparing these here, LHS x square coefficient is a, RHS also x square coefficient is a, so you can understand a equal to a. Okay, here x coefficient is what? B, and here x coefficient is what? Minus a product alpha plus beta. So very clearly we can understand that if it is like this, so what is alpha plus beta? I can write alpha plus beta, I can write a minus b by a. So this one formula to keep in mind. Alpha plus beta means what? Alpha and beta are the roots. The sum of root, what formula came? Minus b by a. This we have to remember. Okay, similarly other thing, what if I'm comparing, what is here the constant term? On the LHS constant term is c, RHS constant term is what? A alpha beta. So from these, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta will be c by a. That means product of root, what formula will get? A c by a. Okay, so finally two formulas we came to know here after doing all this analysis. Sum of root alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and product of root is what? C by a. Okay, after that when these two things is given, you can form a quadratic polynomial very easily, because already we know that what we can write here, a quadratic polynomial, you can see we can write like this: ax square minus this a alpha plus beta into x a alpha beta. So if you're taking here a common, what I will get here? X square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So when sum of roots and product of root is coming, how to form the polynomial? Okay, so to form the polynomial, you can remember this expression: p of x is equal to what I can write? P of x is equal to, I can write k is any scalar, k x square minus sum into x plus product. Okay, where k is any scalar except 0, k cannot be 0, because if k is 0, it will become a zero polynomial. Okay, we're talking about a general quadratic polynomial here. So how to form the quadratic polynomial when the sum of roots and product of root is given? This simple formula you will follow. Now this came from this analysis only. See, where a is any scalar, you take a common here. So this alpha plus beta is what? Sum, and alpha into beta is what? A product of roots. Okay, after that, what another thing you keep in mind? A difference between roots and the solution. Okay, one thing always remember, again I'm repeating, a quadratic equation will have at most what? Two roots. Okay, at most two roots. That means, for example, see, if I'm telling x minus 1 the whole square equal to 0. Okay, so if I'm telling what are the roots of this. So roots will be what? Roots, if answer they asking for the root, so you will write 1 1 2 time like this. Okay, but if I'm asking for this equation, what is the solution? The solution, what you will write? Solution you will write just x equal to 1. Okay, similarly see, one more means you to understand the difference between root and solution. Okay, similarly see one more example. If I'm writing like this, x minus 2 the whole square and say x plus 1 the power 6 equal to 0. So if I'm asking for this equation, what are the roots? So roots, what you will tell, x minus 2 the whole square means 2 you will write 2 times, no? Because x minus 2 like this. So if you equating to 0, you will get x equal to 2 comma x equal to 2. The roots are what? 2 times, and x plus 1 to the power 6, that means minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. So total how many roots are there? Total 8 roots are there. Okay, but if I'm asking for this equation, what are the solutions or solution? Depends. Here two values you will get the solutions. So for this, what are the solutions? The solution just you will tell 2n minus 1 class, because 2n minus 1 will satisfy this equation. So understood the difference between roots and the solution. This is fundamental difference between root and solution. By the way, in this chapter mainly we to focus on quadratic polynomial, or this analysis we will study in the chapter called quadratic equation. Okay.